Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to another War and Order video, guys. Today, the video will be all about artifacts. So if you're interested in learning more about them, just stay tuned and we'll cover everything there is to know how to collect artifacts, which ones are the best ones, in my opinion, like a top 5, and then everything there is in terms of just efficiency with artifacts, as it's a huge part of the game in making your account stronger in War and Order. By the way, if you've never tried the game out, there's going to be a link down below in the description and comments of today's video for you guys to download the game and try it out. Thank you, by the way, to Camel Games for sponsoring the video on the channel. So, artifacts, crucial part of the game. I can't emphasize this enough. There is multiple different ways that you can acquire the artifacts. The most obvious one will be the packs, which I'll cover, I would say, last in the section where I'll be covering on how to get the artifacts. The easiest way to pick up artifacts, guys, if you click on the events tab or any specific of the artifacts that you want to be collecting, you'll see different events popping up. I'll give you guys an example, like the Monster Swarm event that starts in 4 days and 8 hours. This gives you the Excalibur fragments right here, and also gives you some gold coins. These are very important for the more gacha aspect, the random aspect of how to pick up the fragments, lots of fragments, to get your artifacts leveled up. I've found it very difficult to acquire these, especially if you are doing the big mistake which I did at the start, where I was splitting my focus all around with the artifacts and didn't stick, let's say, one artifact, try to get it to level 3 first, so get the 3 stars on it, and that was my big mistake at the start. So maybe you can avoid that if you this video. So Excalibur, you can pick it up through the Monster Swarm. There's also Fortress Wars, which you can get some artifacts through here as you go down and you unlock more and more of the knighthoods here, but it all depends on how you are doing for Fortress Wars. And there's many different events that slowly will be showing up on your account. It depends on the realm where you're at, and those events will vary greatly in terms of the rewards that you get, but fragments is one of them. So that is one of the ways that you can pick up fragments. Other way that you can pick up fragments for this is, of course, Conjuring here on the altar. Once you unlock the altar, you'll see the possible ways to do some Conjurings. The Conjurings here are very random. The normal way to do the Conjurings here with the silver coins, you get 3 times a day free ones, and you can actually pick up some nice blue and purple fragments through here. And the ideal way, obviously, is to conjure 10 times. So don't use your coins randomly. Just wait until you have 90 of them, as I've waited here for my gold ones, in order to pick up more fragments. But the problem with these gold coins, you might find yourself like going over the store and just buying these gold coins, packs or whatever. Avoid that. I would say that would be a mistake as a player, because this is a very random way. There's no specific way in order to acquire the fragments when you pick Conjure, because I'll show you guys right now. Once I conjure 90 here, you'll see it's completely random on what I'm collecting right now. I do get some of them, like I've got 3, 4 actually orange ones, and that is actually good for the account. But the problem is, guys, this was completely random and it costs a lot of these gold coins in order to do it. Once you do your Conjurings, by the way, as you're slowly doing them, you're collecting the gold coins throughout different events that the game has. You'll be able to pick up these mystery chests, which give you, of course, this currency right here, and then this currency right here. Once you the normal ones, the purple currency, and once you click on the shop, you'll see that you have both of these available for you to purchase specific fragments for each one of maybe the artifacts that you're looking for, the orange artifacts or purple ones or the blue ones. So if I do the refresh, I've done multiple refreshes today here, just to see on how the shop refreshes really, but you get a couple of refreshes per day, and you can do this as a way to try and specifically target fragments that you're looking for. So it's more like a patience game right here, rather than you gotta do it in day 1. Okay, the patience game, you want to do your free refreshes every day. Once you see the fragment that you're looking for one specific artifact, let's say, you go for that, and that is how you slowly get to the point where you'll be upgrading your artifact. And then the final one, guys, is, oh, I've actually unlocked this one. Let's confirm. There we go. I unlocked Durandai. We'll see even its stats right now here on check details. Damage against cavalry. That's okay, but it's not what I need on the account right now. There's multiple different artifacts that you can collect. But of course, collecting the first 20 fragments or so is not going to be the difficult part. It's going to be actually collecting all the other fragments needed to get it to the next star. And I'll give you guys an example of Leviathan. I've got it at level 25. I need it to be at level 20. And in order for me to do this next upgrade, I need 80 fragments. And to collect these, it's going to take me so long. One big way is obviously spending. This is a very controversial part of the game because some players want to stay free to play or low spend. Depends on how you want to see yourself playing the game. Okay, so the time limited packs here, once you go and click on them, you'll see that there's a different price for specific fragments. So this one has a price of about 6 euros per fragment. And as you go to the next one, it's 11 euros for 2. So it becomes a little bit better. And then for 3, it's 23 euros for 4 fragments. So this becomes extremely costly to get more fragments, because remember, you need 80 of these to actually do something, and out of all of these packs you don't get 80 at all. So it is a very difficult way to acquire these, but do not stress too much with these, because sometimes you'll get limited time offers for these artifacts in order to acquire specific fragments at a much price. So let's see this pack, which is the purple fragment pack. This is actually for the purple artifacts, so it depends on how you want to be boosting your army with these. So I wouldn't specifically go for any of these if I'm gonna be honest, but there are some that are actually good. So this one gives you 2 fragments for 8. So here I could pick any of these, and Caliber. Actually, out of all of these, I would probably do Athena's Aegis out of all of these, just because of the very unique activation skill that it has. So within 1 hour after you kill your melee, you get a shield at the start of the battle, which absorbs damage and basically helps you survive longer. So that is one big thing about the artifact. So I'll probably do this, and here the price is much cheaper, so it's 8 euros, and for with Leviathan this was like 6 euros for 1. So you have the this give and take with the pricing of the pack. So you'll have to see yourself whether you are going to be a spender, a big spender that is, if you want to be upgrading your artifacts quickly. But these mobile games, is all about patience. Once you have patience at your event, you'll be at a safer side in terms of upgrading everything. So which artifacts are the best ones in my opinion? Which ones will make your account stronger? I would say, not that I have the best account or anything, obviously I don't, but I would say that focusing on what your army is best at. So if you have more mages rather than archers, that will also depend on what kind of artifacts that you want to be using. So for example, a really good one right at the start is Muramasa if you are looking to upgrading mages and mages for your account. So here this just gives me 3.4% mage attack for it to be at level 8, and this one's a blue artifact. I can get to level 4. It has no skill, but for the start this is going to be a good artifact to have and over others. A very strong one also is going to be Leviathan right here, because of the sheer army size limit that it boosts. So 9.5k boost in my my army just by having it at level 25. Okay, and I haven't even started to evolve it. I only have 22 fragments. I haven't even managed to evolve it at all, as I said, and I haven't even gotten the activation skill, which boosts attack by a lot. Attacking opponents, launch the victory horn every 5 seconds to increase the attack of all troops by 3%. The effect can be stacked until the battle is over. So 12% over 20 seconds is quite huge if you ask me. Then we have the Apollo's bow. So by the way, if you click on the artifacts, the abilities right here, you'll see on what additional stats you get once you get them to, let's say, the 3 stars. So right here, reduces damage taken from by 11%. 3 stars at rank 1, attack boost gets boosted to 7.5%, then reduces damage to 12.5%. So this is a way to also see what the potential is of the artifact that you'll be. So next one is Apollo's bow. This gives you a damage against cavalry that is very nice against, obviously, some PvP fights. But here, look at this. My Lord's troops have a 7% chance of a power strike, dealing 1.5 times damage. So it's actually like a critical strike that you'll be doing just because of this artifact. Then we have Athena's Aegis, reduces damage taken from archers. You know, they're your backline and they're very weak, but they'll get boosted just because of this. And then the shield, once you evolve this, becomes so huge, turning the tides of the fight. I also have Conjuring here. It's just one that I've unlocked. Damage against infantry boosted for 4.3%. It does give my castle defense troop damage taken by 6%, but I don't plan on upgrading this anytime soon. What I would say the other important artifacts you want to be looking for is, let me just give you an example, is right here. Golden armor is pretty nice, reduces damage taken from mages, and then as you upgrade this, you guys see that reduces the damage of troops that attack your castle by 5%, and then the ability boost right here on rank 3. So the cavalry gets additional HP, and this becomes a good way to cavalry because you might be switching to cavalry and mages. Again, this all depends on how you're building your account, because you have the force artifacts right here, then you also have the crown artifacts also become important as you play through. So I do have the ice crown, which was part of an event once this was launched. It depends on your server and what server you join and when you joined exactly to actually get this. I also have the fire demon's crown, so damage against cavalry gets by 3.7%, and I have the emperor's crown as well, so monster attack speed 3.4%. And these are the crown artifacts, which you allow them to be under your array as you upgrade your altar right here. So the level of your altar also changes on how many slots you've got on your different arrays. So mine is at level 7, so I only have +3 on the crowns and maxed out on the force array slots. At the moment, the ones I have on my account is Muramasa, Apollo's bow, Athena, Mjolnir, and Leviathan. Okay, these artifacts, they all depend on what kind of army you have at the moment. So I'm heavily stacked with mages. That's why I'm using Muramasa more so, just trying it out to see on maxing out my attack if that's going to help me more, rather than I was using this at the start, which is the Danjiang double swords that you see here. It gives a good HP boost and also an infantry, giving me basically double bonuses on infantry and getting them to be much tankier, hopefully tanking at least one more attack when I'm getting overwhelmed by the enemies. Another big thing here to always keep an eye on is also boots of speed. So this changes how your march is, okay? It basically makes this faster. So you can actually equip this before you send out your marchers and then switch it out when you finish your marchers. This allows you for a faster attacking rate and also delays your use of, speed ups for when you're marching against enemies or when you're marching in general. Just have that in mind that this is an artifact available for you guys, and when you do upgrade it, it also boosts up your recruitment speed and stamina recovery. So this is a way to also attack monsters way quicker as well. So have that in mind. Boots of speed is a very strong artifact, but it all depends on which artifacts you have evolved and your own playstyle, as I said before. Many of these artifacts also boost, let's say I'll give you guys an example, Poseidon's Trial, boosts cross-realm attack. So if you are somebody who's reached the point when you are involved in the cross-realm attacks, this will be huge in terms of giving you big benefits. But for me personally, I haven't reached that point yet, so I haven't even bothered looking at specific packs within the shop and optimizing my spending in order to get more of these upgrades for these artifacts. So guys, this was the introduction to artifacts and how these work, how they benefit your account. It is an account-wide boost that you get the stats of. Make sure you do utilize them and do not fall for the mistake that I've done, which was spreading around my focus with getting all of these artifacts. Focus on the artifact that will boost your account the most at the start. Try and get the maximum amount of fragments that you can for it. Again, once you click here, click on refine, you'll see the ways that you actually acquire these and then orange fragments right here. Get more ages as an example to get it to the star upgrade, but I'm not there yet. I will eventually get there and make this stronger. So that was the video, guys, for today. Thanks again to Kamal Games for sponsoring this video on the channel. Thank you guys for trying out the game through my link down below in the description and comments of the video. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.